Yesterday I saw the person that I was rejected by, and I accompanied him to go to a restaurant. He had dinner and then he treated me a drink. On the way I told him how disappointed I was, and that disappointment was coming sourcing from my intense love towards him, or maybe it was sourcing from my intense validation seeking part of me. But yesterday I looked at him without, for some seconds or maybe minutes. I don't even, sometimes I just lose the sense of time. It could be minutes, it could be seconds. I realized deep down I really admire him. I really admire him, and I think that without putting all those events in the equation, I think I really admire him, and he has been one of the life teachers that I have in this lifetime. That I will never forget. I couldn't even sleep, because I wasn't expecting to talk to him yesterday. It was out of nowhere. I was talking with Norbert. He was telling me, my spiritual teacher, he was telling me he had a healing session with one of the girl that he met in English Corner. And the girl later on gave him feedback that she kind of felt like she was healed. And so, in the midst of talking, I saw him. He was riding bicycle, and then he could have passed by. He could have just ignored me, but he didn't. And I also couldn't ignore, because to be honest, I quite missed him. But most of the time I cannot express my feelings. I'm kind of a little lazy when it's come to telling, expressing my feelings to people. I just feel like I just surrender to universe. Whatever happens. But my spiritual mentor always tell me that we should also take some action. You cannot just surrender to universe or surrender to God. You should take some steps. You cannot always wait for the universe to give you some message. But anyway, I think I was quite lucky yesterday, because I kind of wanted to tell how I felt during this period of time that we didn't talk, that I was blocked by him, which was caused by me again. I kind of felt so relieved, such a big relief, but then I couldn't sleep, because it's my routine again was disrupted by my emotions. because I was so like highly emotionally charged yesterday. I kind of couldn't sleep, and I think it's really time for me to today one of the, I don't know, I will say brother, like that I met here, his wife is Chinese, and he gave me one advice about ADHD. He told me that he thinks that he also has ADHD, and I feel like he really has. And I think his is hyperactive. Like he also seemed to be, I don't know, like he really seemed to be hyperactive ADHD type. Mine is combined ADHD. Like mine is half mental, half physical, and it's just so high. And so my brain is kind of like so needs to be organized. And I also care about my routines. Like if a person is not in my routine, like once they enter into my life, he was in my routine before, but he left, and now he come back into my routine. Although he didn't, like he just sent me some paper, like one research paper for me to read. Kind of, he wanted to give me like inspiration, which I'm quite grateful for. Then I thank him for the paper because it was really greatly written. Then he just said, yeah, it's really nice, and since then, yeah, we didn't talk. But out of nowhere, he came into my routine. So now I'm kind of, my system is in the shock of talking to him back, like again. And yeah, I made a Excel file for my life goals. That brother, Dave, he's from Canada, and he's like 45 years old or something. His wife also like something like that, a similar age. He knows that, like he kind of feels like we are like having some similar problems, and he sent me that file that he prepared for himself to organize his mind. And he told me that he also kind of recommended me to make a such file, to make life goals, like short-term goals, and long-term goals. Such as my short-term goal is to have a clarity about my research topic, like my thesis topic. I mean, and oh god, I feel like a dizzy right now. And like my long-term goal is to invest some, I don't know, maybe stock or some gold to secure my future. And also I want to have a house. I want to buy my own house. So today I decided to make a long-term goals and short-term goals. Like long-term, I guess it's kind of long-term goal is also graduating my PhD, and also I want to become a lecturer in the university. Like these are some of my long-term goals, and I just decided to make some Excel file for this to kind of have an organized mind, because when you make it, you become more clear in your mind. But when you don't make such kind of files, you just don't you just feel so scattered, like your brain feels so scattered all around, like easily moved by. And so it's, I don't know, it's kind of helps, I guess. Like right now I already feel a little clarity in my mind. Yeah, I mean, right now at the moment I just feel a little relief talking to him back, at the same time disturbed because my routine is kind of got affected by him. But at the same time I just feel like I'm kind of getting obsessed about him again, because I don't know, I feel like I really love him, I admire him, but I'm so lazy to tell him how I really feel, because I feel so lazy to to express my feelings. Like when it comes to people that I really like and admire, I feel so shy, and I just feel like it's better to keep it rather than getting rejected again, because I don't know. And I have fearful avoidant attachment, so I want to be in a relationship with him, but at the same time I'm scared that he will leave me again and he will reject me again. So I just don't dare to tell how I feel. I feel so scared, shy, and lazy to tell my feelings. But at the same time I already promised myself that I will own my feelings, I will express my feelings more clearly and with more clarity, because I really don't want to have any burden of carrying all those unexpressed feelings and unexpressed love, because I might die anytime, and we all can die anytime, and so why not just express all I have, all I feel, all the things that I feel, because I'm kind of flooded by emotions right now. That's the reason I couldn't sleep. Get the mushrooms. I wonder what kind of mushroom. Yeah, this place is full of mushrooms. And a few days ago, I think last week, I was talking about mushrooms with Pietra, with my spiritual comrade. We were talking about mushrooms because we both guess that we both have CPTSD from our childhood, complex post-traumatic stress disorder. Yeah, if I didn't tell it wrong. We both feel like we both have some trauma from the childhood, and we need to resolve all these issues. But we need to find some tool or some way to cure, release, pour it out, all those traumas, so that they no longer affect our lives. And so I already had so many informations about how psilocybins, I think, and also there is another type of mushroom, I forgot the name, meta or something, no, was it? I forgot. Amanta or something, I forgot, it was something like that. So we were talking about there are some places in Netherlands and Canada where you can legally consume those mushrooms in microdose, which is already medically proven that when you take in microdose, it really helps to kind of release all those traumas. And it's in fact it's even bring out all those creativity that you have, like you deep down suppressed due to all those traumas. So there are people that already experimented those mushrooms, and they, after all, like they say that suddenly they become more creative. Suddenly they realize they had so many talents that they were not aware of. So they kind of become more fearless. They become more bold when it's come to like utilizing all those talents that they had. They were kind of suppressed by all these traumas. And so yeah, we were talking about those mushrooms. But anyway, I changed the topic. So I feel, I don't know, I feel really relief that I talked to him at last. And I really love him and I really admire him as a person, like putting aside my gender, my like sexual feelings towards him, putting aside all those things. I really admire him and I really love him as a human, and I have compassion for him. I have gratitude for him, because if it was not him, I think I wouldn't be aware how I was not loving myself. Because I remember we dated just only for a short time, like for a short period of time. But at that period of time, I wasn't really loving myself. I wasn't really respecting myself, like valuing myself. Like I kind of, due to my admiration towards him, and I don't know, back then I really had intense sexual chemistry towards him, like sexual pull towards him. I kind of disregarded my own feelings. So that's kind of made me forget myself. I kind of lost myself in the relationship. So if it was not him, I wouldn't back to myself. I wouldn't back to home, to me, into me. And I'm still trying to figure out how can I be more transparent and how can I be more expressive when it's come to human relationships, like every kind of relationships. I no longer want to keep it in my heart, like if I feel some disturbance about any type of relationship, friendship, workmates, or I don't know, like marriage partner, like whatever. I want to just tell them, express them how I feel, really transparently and without feeling any shyness or any fear. So I have gratitude towards him. I'm really grateful that I met him. And I know that he doesn't have any bad intention towards me. I don't think so. Me neither. I in the past told him some horrible things. It wasn't because I hated him. Maybe for short, I'm not sure. Maybe for a short period of time I hated him, but then I kind of kept loving him. It was kind of sourcing from my anger. my rejected little girl wanted to fight. But I believe that in life, everyone we met, everyone we meet, everyone we will meet, they are all here for a purpose. They are all here to serve a purpose. So I think maybe we shouldn't take everything so personally. Maybe we should start seeing everything from a very energetic point of view rather than this physical world. Like maybe behind of the scene, maybe there is something even deeper than this, like physical human relationships and all these things. Like we are really each other's teacher, we are really each other's servants. We serve each other to figure out something that we haven't. We are really uplifting each other, we are really elevating each other, we are really helping each other on energetic level, but we don't really understand with our human brain. Because we are so focused on this worldly like this seducing, attractive, worldly pleasures. It's really beyond that. I just feel like I want to sit at here for a while. Yeah, I think everything is beyond what we see. But we should always have the intention to be pure-hearted, to be clean-hearted all the time, no matter what. And I kind of regret yesterday out of nowhere, I just started to talk about my fantasies again, like my sexual fantasies, which I think it wasn't really the time to talk about it. Like, oh God, I feel really regret talking. Like, I don't know, why didn't I talk about religions? Like, I've been reading Bible. I could have talked Bible with him, like, since he's Christian. Because to be honest, I just don't know, like, the more I read religious stuff, like, I've been reading Buddhist books for the last 2 years, and this year I started to read Bible. I just feel like the more I read, the more I feel, although even in the past I kind of felt like asexual, but now the more I read, the more I feel like I want to keep myself pure. Like, I want to keep myself energy pure. Like, what I desire is that, if God willing, what I desire is that to have a sacred relationship, like sacred sex, like tantric sex with my partner. Because I don't know, I feel like sex is really beyond physical contact. So I need to make sure the person that I'm going to be with, I don't know, whomever he will be, I want to make sure that they are equally conscious about it, because I don't really want to I'm really against to casual sex, and I'm really against those, I don't know, like short-term dating, or I don't know, these days people are just dating because they want to have sex. It's just short-term pleasure. I need more than that. What I need is something transcendental. Yeah, I couldn't tell. I couldn't utter the word. Something ethereal. Something can make me feel really euphoric. And I was listening Euphoria by the Muse today. I really like that song. In the past, I was listening to that song and I was imagining about this guy that I'm admiring. Yeah, I think I have to organize my mind. I don't want to use any medicine, any medication. I just want to cure my disorganized mind, this I don't know, too toxic creative mind with herbs by myself, and also by exercising. And I have to be open to all kind of sudden changes. I cannot have a fix. I shouldn't be so fixed with my routines. Life is full of surprises, so I should be more flexible. And I think I'm kind of growing. I can feel from my energy. I'm kind of really maturing. My energy is kind of maturing. I'm becoming more understanding of my feelings. And before I couldn't even tell. I couldn't even express. I couldn't even find the right words, right term to express what I feel. I wouldn't tell if it's anxiety or if it's surprising shock. I don't know. I see, even now I kind of find it difficult to. I feel it difficult to find the best term to express the thing that I want to describe. In the past, I wouldn't even know how to describe what I feel. But now I'm getting to know myself, and I'm getting to be more aware how I feel, and I want to put it into motion. I want to express it more. I want to talk it more. Because in the past I wouldn't really talk. I would just be silent. I would just be by myself, and yeah, I wouldn't just speak out. But now I choose to evolve. I choose to grow. I choose to expand, spiritually, not physically. Yeah. I think today has been a good day. I had a really nice walk, and I had a good enough talk. Because we humans have to, like psychologists, they say that we humans have to use some amount of words each day to stay sane. Because we are social animals, we have to socialize and communicate.